W8WKY.
Bravo 8, Golf Kilo Victor, WBA GKVN over in Wadsworth.
WBA GKV, Katie at SLG. I'm monitoring WorcesterNet right now, but I will get you on the list when I get everything set up. Okay, there, Ed? Katie at SLG.
Good, sounds good. We're checked in. Never know if this thing works there, so we'll look for you in a little bit there. WBA GKV.
W8WKY.
Well, I don't know what that was, but I should probably start talking before we get any more noise. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
KG7IRJ.
KG7IRJ. Paul, I believe. How are you tonight? What's going on?
Oh, watching the funnies on my phone.
Did you say watching the funnies on your phone?
Yeah, it's a part of Facebook that comes out real funny.
All right. Are you going to stick around for the Beacon Net tonight, or are you just answering my call to say hi?
I actually didn't hear you say anything about a call. I just was checking to see if there's anybody around. I wasn't even sure I had my radio on. But, yeah, I'll hang around for that.
Well, it doesn't start until 10 o'clock. I'm just out here chatting on the radio a little bit early, but I have NetLogger open, so thought I'd ask.
Yeah, I at least listen to most of the nets around here.
All right there, man. Well, we got you on the list. You have fun with the funnies. I'm going to see why my phone's blowing up.
Okay.
Kilo Alpha Zero Kilo Delta Whiskey.
K0 KDW. How you doing, Brad? It's KD8SLG. What's up?
I'm in and saying good evening. I'm actually at the desk this evening instead of laying down, or as they said last week or whatever week it was, the squeaky recliner. I'm sitting here playing on HF. Was hunting POTA, but I've worked almost everybody on the 20-meter list, and I haven't gotten anything anywhere else other than 20, so worked everybody there except for a Massachusetts and California and Canada station, but I can hear the Massachusetts one, just can't seem to get in. I can't hear the California one, and on the frequency the Canada one is on, I have some really high-pitched tones going on, so can't work that either.
All right, Brad, well, you keep working on it. I got a little something to take care of on the phone here for a minute or two, so if you'd all give me a second, I'd appreciate it. And Rev Kev, I've got you on a list. If anybody wants to take it away and start chatting, have at it. KD8SLG.
Thanks for adding me on, and the one thing I will say is too bad I didn't have this all running Saturday, so I could have tried to get you guys. KA0 KDW, we'll be standing by.
Hey, Nick, go ahead and put me on the list. I'll be hanging around. You don't have to come back to me. I know you're on the phone. KC5RBG.
Well, I will say hi to you, Shannon. KA0 KDW. Long time no speak. How's it going?
It's going really good here. You know, I've had a really relaxing day, haven't done nothing, and, you know, not doing anything means not getting in any trouble, so that's the way I like it.
A good deal there. Yeah, I've had a few people over today to help me get my radio stuff. I bought a fuse block so I could get the rest of my radios hooked back up, and the darn thing only came with one fuse. It did come with power cables, so thankfully one of my other club members headed into town anyway, the town nearest to me that is, and he picked up some cables and got that hooked up, and he didn't realize we needed some fuses. But one of my other members came over with his HF antenna that we use for POTA, and he went by the local farmers exchange and bought some fuses, and came over and put some more fuses in my fuse block and got the radio hooked up, and he left his antenna over here for me to play around with it for a few days.
Well, that sounds good. Right now I'm restricted to handy-talkies. My dog, one of my dogs, has decided she likes chewing cables. And I don't just mean chewing, I mean eating cables. So all 3 antenna lines that I had coming into my room, all 3 are eaten. So I don't have any external antennas right now to work any of my radios. So all I have is handy-talkies and a node, and that's what I have been sticking with. So I haven't been able to do any playing around for anything, just nodes. That's my only option. But I'm glad you're getting to play around.
Yeah, I don't know for how much longer. He's going to pick his antenna back up Tuesday when we go to the club meeting, because he's headed out to Denver on Thursday for work, and he's going to take his HF stuff with him. So he did say between now and then he's going to try to build me an antenna, and get permission from the landowner, which I don't think they will care since it will be out of the way. It'll be up high enough to allow vehicles and trailers and stuff to pass underneath, but we might run a wire antenna across the yard and kind of across the driveway. It'll go just under it'll go several feet under the power lines. And I just had a call from a family member. I could tell by the ringtone. It was one of my sisters. It must have been an accidental call. She might have been trying to call. And my sisters seem to do that. They go to call their husbands and end up calling me for some reason. Because at that time, I end up being the very last person that called them or that they called. So there you go. I say they just want to talk to me and they don't want to admit it. So hopefully we'll get some a permanent antenna put in so I can actually play around some more. I just wanted to say hi to you, Shannon. It looks like we just under 4 minutes till the lady comes on, and the beacon net will start in 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and go back on the side and scan around the 20-meter band and see what else I come up with. I did come up with a random activation that the guy didn't have service to spot, and every time he gave me his call sign, he faded out, so I never could spot him. But we'll see what else I find out there. 73 for now, K0KDW.
All righty. Well, you have a wonderful day, and good luck catching them. For sure. Maybe Nick's ready to take back over. At least I hope so. He's only got 4 more minutes left. But if he didn't hear me, Nick, go ahead and throw me on the list, and I'll be hanging around, so you don't need to come back to me. But you do need to come back on the air at 4 more minutes. KEC5, RBG, saying God bless us.
is KD8SLG. Got about 2 minutes before the announcement. If anybody wants to get in real quick, now's your chance. KD8SLG.
KD8SLG, KF8AXO.
KF8AXO, I got you there, Dave. K8MT, KG4SCK, KD8SLG. I've got you guys on the list as well.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. QST, 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 calling all amateurs to the BeaconNet pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390, positive offset, and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Early check-ins start at 9:30. That's what we're doing here. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator for the pre-show tonight is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. So here's how it's going to work. We'll do a couple of rounds of early check-ins, and then I'll just go back, see who's sticking around to play trivia and who's just here to get their ticket punched. And then Dustin will take over at the top of the hour, light up the nighttime airwaves. That's KD8EPC. But first, let's check in with the net control team tonight, what I like to call the Mickey Mouse roll call. KD8EPC, is your radio working tonight?
Sorry, irreversibly fried, magic blue smoke everywhere. Can't do it. Hi. No, we're here, Nick. We'll be ready. This is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, Dustin, coming in loud and proud again. Don't move anything. Going to clear with KD8EPC. Let's see if Nick's out there tonight. Nick at night. KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. You out there, Nick?
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. Yes, sir, I am out here, standing by. And I'm going to be here for the whole net tonight. So, yeah, let's have a good time. Now to pass it back to you, sir. KE8QKO.
Good to hear you, Nick. Good to hear you. I'm going to do my best tonight, Nick. I'm going to do my best. Going to clear with KE8QKO. Thanks for being here. Let's check in with Josh. He's got trivia tonight. W8HRF, KD8SLG. What's up, Josh?
KD8SLG, W8HRF. we are here. Hopefully everything's sounding good. The HF and UHF antenna is doing okay. My HF antenna didn't break, but the wire holding it up came down. So it's a good thing this is a VHF net. I'm going to put that back up hopefully later this week. Anyways, catch you later. We'll be here. And we got trivia ready. W8HRF back to KD8SLG.
Hey Josh, maybe we can get the guys at the drones to help you out. That would be pretty cool. Sounding fine, Josh. Gonna clear with W8HRF. And Miss Lucy, KE8YUK has alt trivia tonight. Good evening, Miss Lucy. How you doing?
W8WKY.
Good evening, everyone. This is KE8YUK. You know, this radio was just broken for days, and I just now fixed it all by myself seconds ago. Josh just telepathically transmitted. I did this all by myself. No, not actually. Oh, the look he's giving me. Anyway, yeah, we're all clear here, and gonna grab our alt trivia, and we should be good to go. So back to you, Nick. This is KE8YUK, back to KD8SLG.
All right, Lucy, looking forward to what you have prepared for us tonight in alt trivia land. Going to clear with KE8YUK. And last but not least, let's see if Eric's out there tonight. KE8VZA, KD8SLG. You out there, Eric?
KD8SLG, KE8VZA. I am here. I just got here. I was over yonder until now, but now I'm here. I just pulled into the QTH, and looking forward to the net tonight. I got to put Mando to bed, and then I'm going to scurry in the house and fire up the radio. Back to you, Nick, KE8VZA.
All right, Eric, glad we got you tonight, man. Get inside, get comfortable, and it's going to be fun tonight. Going to clear with KE8VZA. That wraps up everybody on the BeaconNet team tonight. Let me tell you who I've got on the list so far tonight, and then we'll take a couple rounds of check-ins and see who's sticking around tonight. I've got N8PZD Clark, WB8GKB Ed, KE8YUG Josh, KF8ANS Marie, K5CFY Ray, W3ETB Eddie, KG7 IRJ Paul, K0KDW Brad, K6KJV Rev Kev, KC5RBG Shannon, AB8MO Andy, KF8AXO and David, excuse me. And then we have K8MNT, KG4SCK, KE8QWE, KC0LRM, KD2HCE, and that would be Tom, Mark, Mike, Kelly, and Chris. All right, let's see if anybody else is left out there. This is sorry, I just got a message. WV3K is on the list as well. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening for check-ins for the BeaconNet tonight.
KAB8LNK will be listening, but we'll be in and out.
W2JLS, John and Farallon.
Well, I'll take those two. KB8LNK Ron. Thanks for stopping by, and yeah, stick around tonight for a while. It'll be worth the price of admission, I assure you. And W2GLS, JLS, my brother from another mother. I got you on the list, John. Good to hear you. It's been a minute. All right, anybody else out there? This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Yes, apparently you didn't get me last time there. WD8MIU, Whiskey Delta 8, Mike Indy Uniform on Echolink.
KD8SLG, this is KE8MMY, Chris and Amherst, Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee.
KD2HCE will be in and out. Have a good night, everybody.
KE8VOX, in and out. Kilo
Foxtrot 8 Alpha November Tango, Steve and Ilaria, in and out.
All right. We added WD8MIU Wade. Got you there, Wade. I didn't see you connected. There are too many connections. You were off the page. And we had KE8MMY. Good evening, Chris. Scott was in and out. KE8VOX and KF8ANT Steve was in and out. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We also added WV3K in there as well. He was in and out. Let's work the list we got so far and see who's sticking around tonight. WB8, GKB, Ed, how are you, sir? You sticking around for the really big show?
Let's see, good evening. WB8 GKB is here, and yeah, we'll be sticking around there. Back to control, pre-control.
Ed, we've got you sticking around for trivia tonight. Good to hear you, man. WB8 GKB, KDSLG. Next up, we got Josh up in Avon Lake. K8YUG Fresh from the Norse Food Group Net. How are you, Josh? Are you sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KE8YUG. Yep, I'll be sticking around. Looking forward to it. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Good hearing you, Nick, as always. Send it back to pre-net control, KE8YUG.
Fine business on the net there, Josh. Going to clear with KE8YUG. And let's talk to Josh's better half, KF8ANS. Good evening, Marie. Do you have enough fuel left to last through the night?
KDSLG, this is KF8ANS. Hey Nick, good evening, Marie here. Yes, I do have enough fuel. I will be sticking around tonight. Looking forward to it. This is KF8ANS back to pre-net control.
All right, Marie, glad to have you on board. Going to clear with KF8ANS. Let's go out to Tulsa. Check in with Ray. K5CFY, this is KDSLG. Fine business this afternoon on the boredom breaker net there, Ray. You almost caught up to us, I think. How are you, Ray? You going to stick around for trivia tonight?
LG, this is K5CFY. Yep, well, I gave it a good try, but we did have some, I think we ended up for 74. Yeah, Dustin definitely beat me today. But anyway, we definitely appreciate you guys doing the first hour there. And I'll definitely hang around for the trivia if Andy can come up with a good one. So we'll say bye for now, but we'll be listening. K5CFY.
Ray, you've got to get Remel in here for the Beacon Net some night. That's my one request from you, to get Remel in here some night. YOD6AK. Get it clear with K5CFY. Let's talk to Eddie in Annapolis. W3ETB, KDSLG. Good evening, Eddie. You gonna stick around for the big show tonight?
Oops, found the space bar again. Yeah, I guess you got to stick with me. I'll be sticking around. There was something I was going to say. Oh, okay, 4 days to B-Day. 4 more days to B-Day. So, anybody wants to send anything, I accept all gifts. I'm just waiting to see whether my 2 girls actually wind up giving me anything. I think last year I didn't get nothing for the B-Day or for the F-Day, Father's Day. Anyway, I will turn it back to you, and yes, I'll be here listening and see what's going on with the trivia question.
How many Bs is it going to be, Eddie?
Well, I'm a little past 73, so let's say 76 would be the magic number. Back to you, Nick.
W8WKY.
All right there, Eddie. Well, you don't sound a day over 39. How's that? Oh, happy birthday, Eddie. Happy early birthday. We're going to clear with W3ETV. Let's go to Maslin, talk to Paul, see if he's sticking around tonight. KG7IRJ, KDSLG. You still Paul, and are you going to stick around tonight?
KG7IRJ. I was hoping to. I can stay awake that long.
All right, we'll do our best to keep you awake and not lull you to sleep tonight, Paul. I got you on board. We're going to clear with KG7IRJ. Let's talk to Brad in Missouri, K0KDW. Thanks for taking over for me for a few minutes there tonight, Brad. Are you going to stick around for trivia tonight?
Yes, sir. I'll be sticking around and just happen to find another POTA station. They weren't good, so we'll see if I can get them. They're out of Arizona. Doing well, though, and I'll be sticking around. K0KDW.
All right, Brad. Keep on hunting, man. Keep those POTA guys alive. We had a POTA event over the weekend, and it was a really good time. That's all I can say. We're going to clear with K0KDW. Let's go way out west, talk to Kevin. K6KJV. This is KD8SLG. Rev Kev, how are you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around?
Nick! This is K6KJV in Valley Springs, California, where it is 103 degrees and hot. And I'm all in tonight. I want to say hello to, of course, I already said hello to you, Nick, but I'll say hello to everybody else on the net, especially Mr. Steve and the rest of the crew there. Mr. Steve's honorary beacon crew. So with that, I'll say God bless 73 for now, and pass the mic back to you there, Nick, from K6KJV.
All right, Kevin, it's good to hear from you twice in the same day there, my man. Got you on the list. Going to clear with K6KJV. Shannon said he's going to stick around, but let's check in and make sure he's still awake. KC5RBG, KDSLG. Are you still awake, Shannon? He'll be back. He wakes up to Dustin's voice, not mine, apparently. Oh, no. He just keyed up and started talking. Too late, Shannon, too late. Let's go to AB8MO. AB8MO, Andy, this is KD8SLG. How you doing, Andy? You sticking around?
Well, you sure don't let grass grow, do you there? Yeah, I'm sticking around, I guess, if I have to. It should be on the Red Green show. I like that show. It's no longer on anymore. Back she comes, AB8MO.
Well, Andy, you don't have to stay around, but we'd appreciate your presence. We really would. All right, let's go back to Shannon. I had to dog him. KC5RBG, KDSLG. Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah, I'm still hanging around. KC5RBG.
Where the hell's my foot pedal? There we go. Shannon. When Shannon leaves the Vox on, that's what you hear. Good to have you on board tonight, Shannon. Going to clear a KC5RBG. Let's grab Dave. Out in green, KF8AXO. You're sounding good tonight, Dave. You going to stick around and play trivia with us, or are you just getting your ticket punched and going to bed tonight?
No, I think I'll stick around for a little bit. It's been a long day, so I'll probably just stay for the trivia anyway, so.
All right, man, we got you on the list. You're sounding much better. I briefly heard some of your conversation with Lee this afternoon, and your audio is significantly better, so that's a good thing. Awesome stuff, man. I got you on the list. Dustin will be calling you up not too far after the top of the hour. Going to clear with KF8AXO. Let's talk to Tom, K8MNT, KD8SLG. Good evening, Tom. Do you have permission to stay up and play trivia with us tonight?
KD8SLG, K8MNT. Wow. I ran the W8AL chatnet tonight, and I unplugged my headphones and put them away, but I forgot to plug in my desk mic here. That's what the delay was there. I was threw it in so I could talk to you. Anywho, yeah, I mission. So I'm going to stick around and make another fool of myself when it comes to trivia. K8MNT back to KD8SLG.
K8MNT, KD8SLG, there's a reason why we're called amateurs, Tom. And that's one of them, I'm sure. Glad you're going to clear with K8MNT. And next up we got Mark, who I believe is still in Kentucky. KG4SCK, KD8SLG. Good evening, Mark. Are you going to stay up with us tonight?
Hey, good evening, Nick. Checking if you can hear me. If you can hear me, yeah, I'm staying up for trivia. KG4SCK.
We can hear you just fine, and it's great to hear you on the radio, buddy. And I know you're down there taking care of the better half and doing a fine job of it. And thank you very much. Glad you're sticking around tonight. Going to clear with KG4SCK. Next up, we got Mike, K8QWAE. This is KDSLG. Howdy, Mikey. How you doing? Are you just here getting your ticket punched, or are you staying up late tonight?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, Nick. No, I'm going to stay up. I actually took a nap this afternoon. You know, when you get to be my age, naps are good. So, yeah, I'm going to be up. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can answer the trivia. As of late, I seem like I got about a 50-50 chance. So, that's about all I have for now. It's Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to KD8SLG.
Oh, man, I got about 3 hours of nap in this afternoon after the boredom breaker net. It was a perfect napping afternoon. Glad you're sticking around. Good to have you, Mike. Going to clear with K8QWE. Let's zoom out to Tulsa. Talk to Kelly. KC0LRM, KD8SLG. Evening, Kelly. Are you sticking around for the big show tonight?
KD8SLG, KC0LRM here. My name is Kelly, and I'm a Baofeng user. Oh, wait a minute, wrong group. Yes, I will be sticking around with the big show. Wouldn't miss it. Back to you, Nick.
Oh, dude, this is not Baofeng's Anonymous, and we are not in Baofeng, Oklahoma. Great to hear you, Kelly. Going to clear with KC0LRM, who's sticking around. We had a little string of in and outs here. KD2HCE, Chris, WV3K, Phil, and KB8LNK Rum. We're all in and out. Thanks, guys. Good to hear you. And let's go out to Fairlawn. Talk to my brother from another mother, W2JLS, KD8SLG. Evening. You sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, W2JLS. I'll stick around, buddy. It's been, like you said, it's been a minute. So put me dope. I know it sounds like you got a long one.
all broken up there. I actually dropped the repeater a couple times, and the ID jumped over you there again. I kind of missed what you said. Go ahead. Oh, I don't know what happened to John there, but I think he's on his way home and going to get back to his base station, so we'll see what happens there. All right, let's go talk to Wade, who's up here in Ohio with us, raring for dinner tomorrow night. WD8MIU, KDSLG. Hey, Wade, are you going to stay up with us tonight?
Well, why not, Pilgrim? Yeah, I'll be staying up with you. And, yeah, looking forward to tomorrow night. And hopefully the rain will be out of our system by then. And I'm here until Monday. Monday I fly back out around 3 o'clock in the afternoon out of Ackercan, back to St. Pete Clearwater Airport. Direct flight. My wife tells me it's very hot and humid down there. And her blower went out on her air conditioner, but she got it fixed while I was gone, under warranty. Gotta love that wife. Anyway, I'll turn it back over to you. And yes, we're sticking around. WD8MIU, currently in Greentown. Back over to you.
All right, Wade. It's been good having you up here for a little while this year. And, man, at least you get to go back to air conditioning that's functioning. That's a win. Definitely. All right, Wade, we're going to clear with WD8MIU. Let's talk to Chris up in Amherst. K8MMY, KDSLG. Good evening, Chris. You going to stay up with us tonight?
Nick, I love you as a friend because you're that guy that will make me lie, bold-faced lie, and write bad checks. Yes, I'm going to stay up the entire time tonight and answer the trivia. And I couldn't help the tone of voice that you had earlier when you were logging on when you said you were doing your best. And all I could think of was Sean Connery's character talking to Nicolas Cage's character. K8MMY. See you in a little bit.
K8MMY, your veiled references are so fabulous. They really are. We're going to have to explain all of them to someone someday after you explain some of them to me. K8MMY, glad you're sticking around tonight. We're going to clear with him. And we got K8VOX Scott was in and out from Vermilion, and KF8ANT Steve was in and out from Elyria. And we got AI5Q out in Tulsa staying up tonight, so far anyway. AI5Q, KDSLG. Think you can stick around for the big show tonight there, Jairus?
Oh, hey, Nick, AI5Q here. It's not looking very likely. I'm getting kind of squirrely in the blue screen already. I'm giving Lucy a hard time, and I don't even know why. It's probably because Alan's not there to pick on, so I had to funnel my rage somewhere else. Put me down for Bravo and Charlie for the trivia answers. We'll go with that, and I'll be listening on out. I may jump back in, but I think I'm going to leave everybody in peace tonight because my brain's not firing on all 2 1/4 cylinders that it's usually working on. Back over to you.
All right, Jairus. I marked you in and out. I got you down for Bravo and Charlie. We'll be watching for you in the blue screen if you want to hop back in there. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for your announcement this afternoon on the Boredom Breaker Net. I might as well make it again right now since we've got the Beacon Net crew here. The Skywarn Usenet in, well, it's out of Missouri, I believe, actually, but it's on the Boredom Breaker hub before the Beacon Net on Sunday nights. And they added a 50 repeater conglomerate from Northwest Utah, Oregon out there, and their net has gone extremely long. So the Boredom Breaker hub won't be linking up until the net starts on Sunday nights. So Oklahomans and Boredom Breaker, Net Hub, Netizens, you won't be able to get into the pre-show on Sunday nights. So that's the story there. AI5Q, thank you very much. And I got one more on the list here. KE8ZZR. This is KD8SLG. Good evening, Harry. Are you sticking around for trivia?
Hey, good evening, Nick. No, I'm just going to get my ticket punched here. I'm just got back from a week's vacation and kind of tired, so I just wanted to jump in here and say hello. This is KE8ZZR.
KE8ZZR, KD8SLG. All right, Harry, I got you marked in and out tonight. I have about a minute and 15 seconds here before the net starts, and I'm going to do something. I think we're going to do something a little different here, and I'm not going to take one last check-in here. I'm going to call for someone. NAPZD, this is KD8SLG. Are you out there, Clark? Nobody ate purple zucchini downtown. This is KD8SLG. Clark, are you out there? Last and final call for NAPZD. Nothing heard. NAPZD, you will be missed. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. It's time for you to light up the nighttime airwaves there, buddy. Take it away.
All right, thank you very much there, Nick. Well put. Let's see, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a direct net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters, so we ask you to keep for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show would like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Good evening, Dustin and Nick. KCFQV.
WW8TM Whiskey 8 Tango Mike Choo-Choos in Wadsworth, Ohio, in and out.
All right, let me tell you who we picked up. We have KC8FQV Mark. I have KI5LRAJP there in the mobile, and I have WW8TM there. Was in and out. Do we have anybody else?
W8WKY.
Kilo 8 Papa Julie Whiskey, K8 BJW Philip in Twinsburg, in and out tonight.
KC5 MON Michael in San Angelo, Texas, in and out.
All right, we picked up a couple more there. We got K8PJW Phil was in and out, and KC5MON Michael there in Texas was in and out. All right, very good there. We have all kinds of people to talk to here. So before we get started, let's go up and let's get our trivia this evening. And let's start with W8HRF. Josh, good evening. What do you have for us?
KD80PC, W8HRF. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. Before I read trivia, I just want to say my heart goes out to Clark and ATZD's family, and we'll wish him a 73s. All right, tonight's main trivia. According to the Amateur Radio Relay League, as of Tuesday, June 4th, 2024, what state has the highest number of active FCC licenses held by individuals, aka ham radio licenses? Is it Alpha, California, Bravo, Texas, Charlie, Florida, Delta, Ohio, or Echo, the great state of Oklahoma? I'm going to let it drop and reread it. W8HRF returning. According to the ARRL, as of Tuesday, the 4th of June, 2024, what state has the highest number of active FCC licenses held by individuals, aka ham radio licenses? Is it Alpha, California, Bravo, Texas, Charlie, Florida, Delta, Ohio, or Echo, the great state of Oklahoma? W8HRF, back to 88 BPC.
All right, thank you very much there, Josh, for doing the trivia. We really do appreciate it. We're going to think about that. And we're going to go down here and we're going to talk to Miss Lucy now, K8YUK, for the alternate trivia. What do you have for us, Lucy?
KD80PC, this is K8YUK. My heartfelt apologies and condolences to Clark's family as well. I'm not going to say more because I will burst out crying. All right, alt trivia. Why does the TV network NBC have a peacock as their mascot? A, it promoted the station's color programming. B, it encouraged viewers to buy color TV sets. C, it was the favorite animal of NBC's CEO at the time. Or D, it's a reference to Shakespeare's play Hamlet. Again, all trivia. Why does the TV network NBC have a peacock as their mascot? A, it promoted the station's color programming. B, it encouraged viewers to buy color TV sets. C, it was the favorite animal of NBC CEO. Too many acronyms at the time. D, it's a reference to Shakespeare's play Hamlet. Good luck, everybody. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Miss Lucy. Thanks so much for doing the alternate trivia. We certainly do appreciate it there. And, I usually spend the net thinking about it, but my answer tonight for all of the above is going to be peppermint ice cream. There you go. All right, let's get down here to the list and see who we've got to talk to this evening. We're going to start, it looks like, with Ed, WB8GKV. How are you?
Let's see. This is WB8GKV is here, and not doing too bad there. Let me see. On the trivia, I'm going to make a guesstimate as Baker on the primary trivia, and I'll take, let's see, on the second one, maybe Charlie, just sort of a guess there. Don't really know the answer on that. Say good evening to everybody on the net there, Dustin. Hope I'm coming in okay there. And I guess we'll see you Saturday there, the way things are going. It's already Wednesday anyway. But anyway, that's the story there. Swing it back to top control there, over.
All right there, Ed, we got you down for Bravo and Charlie, and you're coming through just fine, and we'll be there, I'll tell you, Saturday. Me and Morgan will be there to take care of you and get the groceries down there. So we got you down for Bravo and Charlie. We'll say 73 for now, and we'll talk to you there down the log. Well, let's go over and talk to Josh now. K8YUG, good evening, how are you?
KD8EPC, this is K8YUG.
Hey, it's good to hear you, Dustin. Good evening to you, and I'll start with the trivia. I'm kind of guessing. I'm gonna go A Alpha, and then I'm gonna go B Bravo for the alternate. So A Alpha, B Bravo, and heard the news about Clark. Pretty sad. A votes at the meetings. He would always vote in A. So 73 to NAPZD, and good day here. It was a very long day, lots of meetings, and it was kind of cool though. I got to run a couple, and I'm glad today's over with though. It's nice being here at the net, just kind of ending everything, and hopefully you get a good night's sleep, and then we'll be over the Wednesday hump. But we had a good food group net. Thanks to everybody that checked in. It was a wonderful time. And so we went to the North Tuesday lunch. That was awesome as well. Saw a lot of people. Good turnout. It was just really fun time. And my food, you can get a thing for your birthday. My birthday is in June, so I didn't pay for my meal. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, we'll be there at the Saturday North lunch, and that's at the dog pound there. Anybody coming, we'll hope to see you. So that's all I got. 73 K8YUG, back to net.
All right there, Josh. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo, and boy, glad you got to have your free lunch there for sure. And we'll say 73 to you for now. We're going to get right back to Marie in a minute because I do have a mobile that I totally forgot about. I'm going to go talk to him. KI5 LRA T, how are those new tires treating you? Take it away.
Hey, the tires are treating me great. K88 APC, sorry. You caught time here. I'm shifting gears in traffic in Memphis, but no, the tires are driving great. If anyone's interested in, they run a lot better. The Ironmans do. So smooth ride all the way down, and yeah. But anyway, I got to put the mic down. I'll be sticking around definitely. Talk to you soon. KI5 LRA.
All right there, JP. Well, we'll get back to you here in a little bit when you get to your spot on the list, so you'll have some time to think about our trivia there, and I'm glad the tires are treating you well. You mobile safely, and we're going to go back up here now. Let's talk to Marie. KF8ANS, take it away.
KDEPC, this is KF8ANS here. Marie here. Hey, Dustin. Good afternoon. Good evening, actually. So it's Wednesday night. We're halfway through the week. That's good. Good news. We can see the weekend is in sight. So, first off, trivia. I'm going to go B Bravo for both. So, B Bravo, B Bravo. So yeah, we're halfway through the week. But this last Tuesday, we went to Golden Corral. It was fun. We saw NAWB, Stephen, and many other people. That was cool to seeing people and talking to them and stuff. And we had the table set up very nice so we could, socialize and stuff. So that was very good. Looking forward to the weekend luncheon this weekend. That'll be nice to see other people we haven't seen. Maybe some of the same too. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. So Saturday was a POTA party. That was very fun. Scott K8BOX was kind of showing me the ropes, I guess. Like how to set up antennas and different equipment you would use and how to call out even. So that was fun. Looking forward to maybe some more events like that. And field days coming up, yeah. That'll be fun too. This is KF8ANS, back to net.
All right there, Marie. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo. Glad you had a good time at the Pody event. Sounds like it was good. I was unfortunately at work, so I didn't make any of them, but good to hear that there was lots of good times had there and lots of contacts made. So we'll say 73, we got you down for Bravo and Bravo. Now we're going to go talk to Mr. Ray, K5CFY. Good evening. How do we do on the net today, Ray?
EPC Internet, K5CFY. Well, down to the park, I think we had a total of 74. I think you had 38, so I think I only ended up with 35 or something like that. But anyway, we did good. Thanks for doing that. We definitely always enjoy you and Nick doing the first hour on Wednesdays. And I was just trying to cover my phone up. I just had an Amber Alert as you called on me. Anyway, my answer or guesses are going to be Alpha and Charlie. So we'll get that out of the way, and we'll say 73, everybody. Hope you have a great evening there, and we'll give it back to you there, Dustin. Awesome job. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, thanks so much for joining us. It's always great to hear you. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie this evening, and boy, we really appreciate you letting us have that first hour every Wednesday. Me and Nick really enjoy that, and we thank you for, like I said, letting us have that, and for everything you do for radio. And for anybody who doesn't know, you can find Mr. Ray and the whole gang every day at noon Central Time for the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. And that's every day at noon Central Time. They switch net controls at the top of the hour, and they welcome rechecks. So give them the business if you can. Ray 73, you give old Fred a scratch on the ears for us, and we'll catch you all there at Down the Log. Let's go talk to Eddie now, W3ETB. How are you?
Hi, Dustin. Yeah, we made it twice in one day together. Yeah, I want to wish Josh a happy birthday and on the June baby there. So happy birthday, Josh. And let's see for the trivia questions here. You know what? I totally forgot what both of them were. Well, I know that for the first one, I did think I was going to go with E. Because, you know, throwing that extra letter in there kind of made me wonder, you know, maybe it's E for the main trivia question. And for Lucy's trivia question, Lucy, I'm sorry, I forgot what your trivia question was. So if somebody could read it again for me, I would appreciate it. Lucy, I hate to tell you to do that, but can you read your trivia question again?
I think we could have Lucy do that for you, Eddie. K-Y-U-K, Miss Lucy, would you mind rereading your trivia question, please?
Mind? Oh, man. Let me think of now. Here we go. All trivia. Why does the TV network NBC have a peacock as their mascot? A, it promoted the station's color programming. B, it encouraged viewers to buy color TV sets. C, it was the favorite animal of NBC CEO at the time. Or D, it's a reference to Shakespeare's play Hamlet. That's your all trivia. Good luck. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thank you so much there, Miss Lucy. We're going to go back over here to Eddie now, W3ETV. Take it away.
Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate it. And, yeah, my attention span is not really that great. And I only have a 1K of memory anyway, so you know, it's not a whole lot to keep. You know, I had to. It's one of those first in, first out type of memories. You know, FIFO. Anyway, actually, I have to fall into a laughing fit. That my wife had a laughing fit earlier today. I say she could not stop laughing. Something she read on her phone. And she couldn't even tell me what it was. But every time she would start to tell me, she just broke out into a laugh. You know. Anyway, I'm picking up a lot of time here, so let me say that I was going to initially guess B for for Lucy's question because I thought maybe it would encourage people to buy a color television. But I figured those people that have black and white TVs, they wouldn't know the difference anyway, whether it was color or not. So I have to go with A. I think that actually it was to promote their colored television, colored whatever it was. Anyway, I'll go with E for the name and A for Lucy's trivia question. I'll turn it back to Net. W3TV. Back to you.
All right there, Eddie. Well, thanks so much for joining us this evening. Always a pleasure to hear you. We got you down for Echo and Alpha this evening. We're going to say 73, and we're going to jump on over and talk to Paul now. KG7IRJ, good evening. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. KG7IRJ. I'll go Baker and Alpha for the two tributes. And that second one, I think I remember it. Because I lived back then. Oh well. I'm a sort of recent transplant up here in Ohio from southern Arizona. KG7IRJ.
All right there, Paul. Well, great to hear you out there. And yeah, we've talked a bunch before. We know who you are there. So we got you on for Bravo and Alpha. We'll say 73. Have a great evening. And we're going to go over to Missouri now and talk to another good friend of ours, KA0KDW. Brad, how you doing?
KA0KDW. Just scanning around POTA. Oh, dang. The Alaska station just went QRT. KA0KDW. We're going to go with Texas and Alpha on the second. Texas and Alpha, because I forgot what letter Texas was. KA0KDW. Enjoying the radio HF right now, but it seems like I can only do anything on 20 and 40. Haven't been able to get anywhere else. Or haven't been able to hear anything else anywhere else. So 20 and 40 seem to be the hot spots for me, at least right now. That'll do it for me, KA0KDW.
All right there, Brad, KA0KDW. We got you down for Bravo and Alpha there, and always a pleasure to hear you. We'll have to have a nice long QSO one of these days here soon. It's been quite a while, so there you go. We're going to say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you down the log. Well, let's go over and talk to Rev Kev now. K6KJV over in California. How are you?
Hello, Dustin. This is K6KJV in Valley Springs, California, and pretty interesting. I can't even talk tonight. Pretty interesting trivia questions tonight. Well, for the main one, if it was the FBI looking for corrupt politicians and pedophiles, I would say California would be a good one, but since that's not the topic there, I don't even know why California's on there. On the first one, I'm going to say the great state of Oklahoma. E is an echo. And for the alternate trivia, I was just talking to Larry Whip Chicken, and he's kind of upset that there's no Cornwaldo being answer on there, but he's still got a lawsuit against NBC for discrimination against him, stating she was him. And so with that, I'm going to say A is an alpha for the for the alternate trivia. So with that, before I get in too much trouble with the three-letter agencies, I'll just turn the microphone back to you there, Dustin. From K6KDV. The mic is yours, sir.
W8WKY.
All right there, Kat. Well, great to hear you out there tonight. And I'll tell you, you don't want to be on the lists there, especially if they involve an island. Hi. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's go over and talk to Shannon now. KC5, Real Big Guns. Take it away there.
KC5RBG, just waking up. Good to hear you on there, Dustin. And I'd like you to know I tried to save Rimmel from Bofang, Oklahoma today. But, they were just holding him hostage over there today, and he just couldn't do anything about it. So, anyway, I tried. But hope everyone's having a great day. It's been a nice, lazy one for me. I needed the break. I actually slept good last night for once. And got to bed before 5 a.m., so I was happy with that. I laid around pretty much today. Really haven't done anything or slept or anything, really. All I did was play on my phone and watch some videos and stuff. It's amazing how much time flies when you do that. Anyway, of course, you already know my answers. And so anyway, I'll let you go ahead and get on down the list. Sounds like it's a good one. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the week. Downhill from here. Kilo Charlie 5, real big guns. God bless, and 73. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, we got you down for the great state of Oklahoma, because that's never the wrong answer. And I have to go back for just a second here, and I have to talk to Kevin one more time if he's still with us. K6KJV, if you're still there, I missed your alternate trivia answer, and it's not resolving itself in the blue screen there. Take it away, Kevin.
Okay, this is K6KJV returning. The alternate trivia answer was, I'm looking at it, A is an alpha.
All right there, Kevin. Thanks so much for coming back and resolving that for us. Really do appreciate you there. And all right there, Shannon. We're going to say 73 to you two, and we'll come back to you there later. Let's go over and talk to Andy now in the land of snow and maple syrup. AB8MO, how you doing? AB8MO, Andy, are you out there? All right, we'll try him again here in a minute. Let's go down here and talk to KF8AXO. David, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Didn't have a bad day today. I'm glad it's over. We had the power outages here last night, so I think my answer to the first question is going to be A and B on the second one. And we'll just give it a guess and see what happens from there. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, David. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo. Thanks so much for joining us, and have yourself a great evening. We're going to go over and talk to Tom now, KA8MNT. Good evening, Tom. What do you have for us?
KD8EPC, KA8MNT. Good evening, Dustin and everybody else. Let's see. I'm going to go with... the main trivia is A, and the secondary trivia is Bravo. Alpha and Bravo. So, had a pretty good day, didn't get a darn thing done. Of course, I didn't aim to get anything done. Went around the house and took a look at some fluorescent fixtures that I have that are starting to not turn on anymore because of either the ballast or the bulbs are bad, and they're the old style. So I'm going to convert them over to LED and get away with, do away with the ballast in them. So that's a project probably for another rainy day, but we're gonna work on getting that. And other than that, that's about it. Linda's doing fine. I'm doing about as good. So everybody's doing. With that, this is KA8MNT, turning everything back over to the super capable hands of KD8EPC.
All right there, Tom. We're glad to hear you out there tonight. Glad to hear that everybody is doing. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo there. We'll say 73 till the better half. We said hello, and we'll catch you all there down the log real soon. Let's go over and talk to KG4SCK. Mark, I think he's actually maybe in Kentucky tonight. Take it away.
Hey, Dustin and everybody on the net, KG4SCK here. Yes, sir, I'm in Kentucky. I don't hear any banjo music yet, but give it some time. Crawled out of the attic this evening. I was scabbing some 2x4s on some, trusses horizontally and throwing some 3/4 inch plywood up there. So I could have me a little catwalk and put the rest of my off-center fed dipole up, work on that in the morning. That's what I've been working on and taking care of the wife over here after foot surgery. It's going pretty well. She's healing up nicely. Well, she'll get the bandage off Monday. Then I'll be headed back to Ohio. Anyway, miss you guys up there. Sorry to hear about Clark, and prayers to his family, and he was a fine man, so hate to hear it. Anyway, you guys have fun? Oh, the trivia question. I'm going to say marketing for the Peacock thing. They're trying to get people to buy TVs, and gosh, what was the other one? Let me pull up the net logger. And let's see. Oh, yeah, Ohio. Why not? I mean, I turned on my HT for the first time in 20 years, thinking, wonder if there's any hams in Ohio. I was surprised. Nice to meet you guys. Bye-bye. KG4SCK back to net.
All right there, Mark. We're glad to have you with us. And, we made you an official honorary Ohioan, so there you are. We got you on for Delta and Bravo. Hopefully you got that antenna up real good, and hopefully everything else is going well there. We look forward to seeing you again there real soon. Well, let's go back up here and try it in the land of snow and maple syrup again. AB8MO, take it away.
KD8EPC, this is AB8MO. Alright, I am not having a good evening at all. So first I find out about Clark. So Clark and I go way back. He was active on the air when I first got licensed 25 years ago, and at the time he was maintaining various repeaters, and he was very active all the way up until the end. But I've been wondering why I haven't heard him in the last few weeks. So well, now I know what happened. And I just got off the phone with friend of mine who's suicidal right now. So if you're the praying type, keep him in your prayers. There isn't a whole lot I can do about it, but I've been there. So like I said, I'm not having a very good evening at all. My Echolink is silent again. Let me make sure everything's reset. Stand by. Alright, I thought I gave long enough. Hopefully Mark's hearing something there. I thought that I try not to click key, but hopefully everything's reset and everything's going through. So, yeah, sorry I'm not a little more cheery now, but I can only handle so much bad news. So, for trivia, I'm going to go with, I want to say Texas on the one, whatever number that was. I think California is Distractor, but that's a good guess. And I'm going to go with Charlie on the first one. So Charlie and Bravo looks like are my choices. Lock them in. Back she comes, KD8EPC, AP8MO. Oh, by the way, send me the details on, I'm going to try to meet you guys up with Wade tomorrow, if you don't mind, tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to, hopefully it'll be late enough in the day that it'll be after work. But if you could shoot me a text message, I'd appreciate that. Thanks, Dustin, AP8MO.
All right there, Andy. Good to have you out there. We've got your answers down tonight as Charlie and Bravo. And are you going to be up for a while? If you are, maybe I'll just give you a call after the net. Back to you.
Yeah, I'll probably be up until at least probably if it goes past midnight, don't call. But if it's before midnight, you can give me a buzz. Back to you, AP8MO.
All right there, Andy. I'm going to call the operator and have them connect me to you. Hi. Sounds good, my friend. We get you down for Bravo and Charlie. And boy, there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't think of it. So maybe later. But we'll say 73 for now. And let's jump to my neighbor to the south here. We'll have a hand at Mike KEQWE for the second time today. How are you?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I'll go ahead and get the trivia out of the way. For the primary, I'm going to go with Alpha A, and the secondary, I keep going between A and B's, but I will go A, Alpha. So we'll have Alpha and Alpha. Well, I stopped by the POTA event. I really didn't stay too long. I had the dog, and, she just was a little bit overloaded with all the smells and the people and everything. She slept the entire way home, so, but I thought it was nice. I just wish that HF would have been a little bit more cooperative. I know I was on the radio before I came over, trying to work some of the ships, and I got one in Tampa, Florida. Later on, I got the midway out in California, so yeah, I guess it wasn't a complete loss, but it didn't go as well as I had wanted. Let's see, today, of course, I was on the Boredom Breaker net. That is always nice. I'm going to try to get on more and more of these nets as I have time. And let's see, I was domestic today and swept the floor, picked up a few things around here, worked on the computer in the shack. When I got this thing, it was a refurbished Dell, and it has worked great. I can't complain about it in any shape or form. But it came with a little USB Wi-Fi adapter. Man, that thing never worked worth darn well. I had one here that I took out of a computer before that I had down here, and it has an external and an antenna that I can put up on top of the desk, and I switched that over and put that in, and it's like night and day. It works great. Let's see, I was on the Wolverine net on 75 meters. Conditions, they weren't all that great, but hey, I persevered. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot more to say. Everybody have a great night. Stay safe, stay healthy. Kilo Echo 8, back to KD8 EPC. See you, folks. Oh, and I'm sorry to hear about Clark.
All right there, Mike. Boy, that was a handful. So we got you out for Alpha and Alpha, and geez, there's something else I was going to say to you, but I totally forget what the heck it was. So glad that everything went well for you today otherwise, and sounds like you've been keeping busy, and we're glad to have you on the net there, and we hope to hear you more often. We're going to say 73 for now, and we're going to go back over and talk to Kelly, KC0LRM. How you doing?
Hey, KD8EPC. Hey, thanks for getting me in there, Dustin. Or I guess Nick, whichever one of you actually typed it in there. Get my answers out of the way first. The first one, I'm going to go B for Baofeng, or since I'm from Texas, I have to pick that one anyway. Even though I think California might be more, we'll see. For Lucy's, I think I'm going to go D. I think it's kind of an odd duck answer, so I'm going to go with D just to be different. Yeah, I get to talk to you twice a day. That's kind of rare. I'm usually out here during the week, but I'm feeling a little bit better, so I think I'll be back to the old work big W tomorrow. So everybody have a good evening out there, and thanks for y'all running that. It was good hearing y'all on the boredom breaker this afternoon. All right, back to you, Dustin. Have a good one.
All right there, Kelly. Well, thanks so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to hear you, and twice today, too. We got you down for a Bravo and Delta. We'll just say 73. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. Here's one I haven't in a long time. My good friend John, W2 at JLS. How are you?
KD8 EPC. Let me just make sure I'm making it. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, there's just a little bit of noise in the background, but I hear you just fine.
Awesome, Dustin. Glad to hear that. Good evening to you, sir. Good evening on your ears. I was really surprised and very disappointed to hear about Clark's passing. That was one of the first things I've gleaned here coming back into the radio tonight. And wow, what a super nice guy he was. Always had a good thing to say. Super smart, shared a lot of radio stuff. I remember the first time I heard him was here on the whiskey, and he was telling us how to build a delta loop. I remember we were all really new hams at the time. Well, I say all of us. I mean guys like yourself and KD8SLG and a few others I can think of. It was, and he would, pop in from time to time, and he was one of the early regulars for me, and I thought that guy was awesome. I met him a couple of times in the real world, super nice in the real world too, and yeah, I'll miss him. He's one of my favorites as I chime in here on the whiskey. So 73 to Clark for sure. Let's see, what else have I got? So, hello, Dustin. It has been a long time. I hope you don't mind me rambling just a little bit because of that. If you guys haven't been hanging out so much on the radio, been distracted by a couple of other things in the rest of the world, but yeah, good to be back tonight, hearing everybody, a lot of familiar voices. And so I'll begin by saying I think Kelly just got duped in, the snare set by our illustrious Miss Lucy, who's a noted very smart lady in literature. I think is throwing a deceptor there with that Shakespeare. But Peacock does show up out there in Shakespeare, and in reference to Claudius. And proud of the peacock, maybe they were, but pride back in those days wasn't a good thing. So I doubt that's the answer. I have read in a couple of different books relative to what NBC might have been doing, and I think there are two answers that might apply, and I think they were promoting largely the colored television for their own purposes, but I don't know, maybe they were also involved in selling TVs as well, so there might be two choices that make sense. But cool question, Lucy, thanks. Also, with the other question, to me, whenever I hear a question like that, and you guys know I'm into the math, and that sounds like a math question to me in population, density-wise, and I've looked into this in the past. California is obviously big, and I think that's the answer in my estimation. I don't know if that works out by the time you normalize ham radio operators for population. So states like Ohio don't have as many people as California, but maybe there are more ham radio operators. So I'm going to guess California, but I'll say if you normalize by population by state, maybe it's different. Anyway, Dustin, thanks for letting me hog the mic for a hot minute. W2JLS, passing it back, sir.
All right, right there, John. Well, great to hear you out there tonight. Boy, we got your first answer down, but I totally missed your second answer for Lucy's question there. Would you come back with it one more time?
I don't remember the choices off the top of my head, but I would say whatever the one was, self-promotion for NBC, pushing the fact that TV was going from black and white to color. So whatever that one was, I would give a close second to the one that was trying to sell televisions at the same time. People had black and white, and they were trying to transition to color. But yeah, I'll stick with whatever one was self-serving most to NBC.
All right, very good there, John. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo then. So great to hear you. Great to catch up with you, and we're glad to let you hog up the mic there. And I'll tell you, that's funny you're talking about the Delta Loop, because actually just yesterday I was going through my desk drawer and I pulled out a notebook with the drawing that Clark described and the dimensions that he had showed us. So, yeah, it was a shock to hear about that, and we found out moments before the net started. So there you go. We'll say 73 TM. We'll catch you there down the log. We're going to jump over to Wade now, WD8MIU in Ohio currently. How are you, Wade?
Okay, Dustin. WD8MIU, Greentown, north Canton, actually a North Canton address. So we're right on the north end of that. I was listening to John here and his deciphering that, and I actually felt like it was B also, and because I thought they wanted to get more people watching NBC, and the more people got color TV sets, we'd be watching NBC. So I kind of came up with the same answer, but a little different way. So I'm going to go with A, California, and B, to help sell color TV sets so they could raise their ratings. And say hi to Mark there down in Kentucky. It's good seeing him Saturday. And golly, this afternoon I couldn't come up with Gary's name. I had to, but yeah, Gary and Nick did the cooking there, and they did a great job at the POTA. And let me think what else. Mike, I enjoyed your dog. I really did. I just love dogs and cats, and I'd say animals. I love animals in general, but there's some I would not really like to be around. But dogs and cats are okay, though. So I hope that maybe another time I'll get to see the dog again. And I guess that's it. So I guess I'll turn it back over to you and say hi to all my friends in on the net here. And we'll turn it back to you. As my time is winding down here, it's kind of depressing a little bit because I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, I know the wife is looking forward to me getting back home and helping her with a few issues going on there. So back to you, Dustin, WD8MIU, flying it back out Monday at around 3 o'clock and should be home around 6:30. 7-3, back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Wade. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you for dinner there tomorrow. So we'll say 73 for now, and have yourself a great evening. We get you down for Alpha and Bravo. We're going to go talk to Chris now, K8MMY. How you doing?
Hello there. I'm doing just fine. I'm still awake, so that's a bonus. Let's see if I can stay awake to find out the answers. We'll start off with my answers. The first one, I'm going to go with the great state of Ohio, OHIO. And then the other one, I'll go with Alpha on the Peacock was so that you knew that they were broadcasting in color. My other comment, we're going to skip a lot of the stuff on the National Day calendar to focus on that. Give me just a quick nickel here. To focus on that, tomorrow is the 80th anniversary of the operation that happened on Tuesday, June 6, 1944. Operation Overlord, better known to us as D-Day. So keep those folks in your mind. We still have a few of them around. So give them a howdy if you can. And it's one of those things that we don't want to forget in our history. So that'll be all for me tonight. KE8MMY. I'll try to stay up to hear the answers.
All right there, Crystal. Thanks for joining us. We got you down for Delta and Alpha this evening. We're going to say 73T for now, and let's go talk to the northernmost mark now. KC8FQV. Take it away.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor. So, yeah, California and A on the other one, on Lucy's. Promoting NBC, I think it was A. But, yeah, I didn't hear I didn't hear anything about Clark. I guess if he became now a silent, I didn't catch it. Of course, we had 3 nets on tonight. We had 2 nets before we got you guys going. And we were out in Worcester, and we had the Cars group up. So, but yeah, we're coming through Newberry tonight because I came to the kitchen, was doing some stuff, so I brought the radio up, and it sounds good. And I'm listening on the Bluetooth on the TV switch. So back it comes. You know, this is the only time anyone that ties in the Dewdrop in will hear me, because I come straight into the WAWKY system. So, amazing. I listen to stuff, and many, you guys here call for, I'm going to reset. And, you guys call it, everything, emergency traffic. The board and breaker net does the same. So I listen to the broadcast by stuff, and the other network that does connect us, none of them even recognize is there any emergency traffic. And they don't understand that why we're here is to help the emergency traffic. So back to net control, KCWQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, I've got to tell you, however you came in tonight is a dramatic improvement to how you usually sound. You sounded wonderful. There wasn't a whole bunch of noise in the background. Everything was nice and clear, and I heard everything you had to say. So, man, I recommend it. If you come in through a radio, please do. That sounds wonderful, just to let you know there. So we're going to say 73T. Have a great evening, Mark, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's go back on over to JP now, KI5LRA. Are you more clear and have some time to talk to us?
KD8EPC, KI5LRA. Yeah, much better timing this time, Dustin. Sorry about that. You caught me at a time where, you got to have your head on a swivel driving through some of these cities, during the traffic hours. But and Memphis is kind of crazy, so it's hard for me to even think. My head was turning every which way, making sure I wasn't going to run over somebody or get run over. Yeah, let's see. I'm down in Mississippi now. I'm going to go with, for the trivia, I think I'm going to go with the great state of Ohio, and which I don't remember which option that was. And then on the alternate there, I'm going to go with Bravo. Yeah, man. Sorry about earlier, and I'm sorry to hear about the silent key there. Yeah, God bless in 73, KI5LRA, back to net control.
there, JP. Well, glad you could come in there and talk to us again and got out of the traffic, because nothing worse than catching you at a bad time. So we got you down for Delta and Bravo for your answers. And yeah, Clark was a good guy, and we're going to miss hearing him on the air. So there you go. We'll say 73, mobile safely, my friend, and we look forward to hearing of your next adventure there. All right, let's go over here and talk to Mac now, KI5 RFI over in Arkansas. How are you?
Good evening, Dustin, and everybody on the net. Good to take part in my most favorite net of all time, and my most favorite net control people. Here in Arkansas, we had a beautiful sunshiny day, which we desperately needed for our friends and neighbors about 10 miles north of us that got hit by the E3 tornado about a little over a week ago. They're still trying to dig out from under the damage, and there was a lot of damage. It's going to take months to get it all cleaned up. But anyway, all the sunshine they can get is going to help try to get things done. My answer to the trivia questions are going to be the main one. I'm going to go with Texas, B. And for Lucy's question, I'll go with A. And back to net control.
All right there, Mac, and I have to say you are by far our favorite check-in from Arkansas, and I think you're almost the official liaison of Arkansas for the Beacon Net. So there you go. We look forward to it every time. We got you down for a Bravo and Alpha there. Glad you got some sunshiny weather, and we'll talk to you there down the log. All right, let's go over and talk to Uncle Fred now. KEQFT, take it away.
Hello, Dustin. I hope everybody can hear me. Wow, I'm sorry to hear about Clark. Words escape me, you know. I'm got to get a hold of Wade and see if he's got any idea where we're going tomorrow. But it'll be in the North Canton area, close to his current location. And trivia, both questions, I'd say Alpha. KE8QFT, back to net control.
All right, there we got you down for Alpha and Alpha there, Uncle Fred, and we'll be talking to you there later on, and we'll see you tomorrow. Let's go talk to Taco Tim now, KI5 TAQ, take it away.
Good evening there, Dustin. This is KI5TAQ. My, I don't know how you know I was in there. Oh, boy. I did a little work to my handy-talkie at the house before I left to the playground, cleaning up some terminals here and there. So hopefully that'll be better come next round. Trivia question. Well, being that I haven't heard it, I'm just going to go with the great state of Oklahoma. That's about all I can say. And the only other thing would be is sorry to hear about Clark now, the silent key over there, so keep him in your memories. But also, like one of the other guys mentioned, tomorrow will be the 80th anniversary of D-Day. And especially the landing on Omaha Beach. So keep those guys in memory, because that's all we've got. So with that said, I'll send it back to net control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Good to hear you. And boy, I'm going to come back to you one more time. I got E for your main answer. What was your alternate answer?
I think both answers are going to be the great state of Oklahoma.
All right, we can do that for you, Tim. we'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, so I'm looking for some check-ins. Please call now.
Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Alpha.
KJ5 ATA, guy from Georgetown, Texas.
All right, we picked up a couple there, a couple of good ones too. We have WD8LLA and Neil, and we have KJ5ATA, a guy. Let's start here with Neil, WD8LLA. Good evening, Neil. How are you, my friend? Let it drop and then take it away.
KD8EPC, Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Alpha. Good evening, Dustin. It's great to talk to you. It's been so long. I'm telling you what, I usually check in. I don't have anything to say, but I could talk about my vacation and the lake and my wife's surgery and Metropolitan Brewster, but I'm just so glad to hear you guys on and that. I've been off air for probably a month or 5 weeks, and 40 meters has been a nightmare, but I just want to thank you for running the net and everybody out west, all our friends. It's wonderful to get a group of people together like this on the radio, the way the world is today. I always said the Sarah family, it's like a family, not a radio club. 73, everybody stay safe. God bless you. WD8LLA, back to net control.
There, Neil, WD8LLA. Well, great to have you with us this evening. And boy, I was just thinking about you the other day because a Facebook post come up and somebody was at your campgrounds out there. I think it was my buddy Nate. I think he has a camper out there too. So I was just thinking about you the other day there. So I hope all is well with you. And we'll come back to you one more time for anything else you have for the net.
That's a Roger.
All right there, Neil. Well, we'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log real soon. Let's go talk to Guy now, KJ5ATA. How you doing?
Yeah, Dustin, Beacon Net. Yeah, this is KJ5ATA from Georgetown, Texas. I don't know the questions for the trivia, but one other gentleman commented about the anniversary for D-Day. Yeah, I can remember about 30 years ago. I was still in the Navy Reserve. I had assignment to go over to England to do that. I think President Clinton was going to do a commemoration for the 50th anniversary of D-Day. And, yeah, it was a rather memorable thing for me. And a lot of, I'll tell you what, the British like to do a lot of ceremonies and memories or memorial things. And it was an experience to encounter back then for D-Day. And those veterans that are possibly still alive, I got to hand it to them. If they're still there, I mean, even 30 years ago when we had those guys, it was amazing. Anyways, I'm going to throw it back to you, Dustin. I don't know what the questions are. If you want to tell me what they are, that's okay. But it's not a big deal. Anyways, back to net.
All right there, Guy. Well said about the guys there at the 50th anniversary. So
glad to have you. And I'll tell you what, we're not going to read the questions back because we're at the end of the rope anyway. So I'm going to go up and get the answers in just a second. So we'll catch you there next time on that one, Guy. But thanks so much for joining us. Let's see. Let's go up the list here and talk to the net control team. We're going to start with KD8SLG. Just Nick, how you doing?
Oh, got to turn that monitor down. Sorry, folks. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin, and all of the Beacon netizens. Thanks for wrapping it there, Dustin. Let's get trivia out of the way. My initial answers are going to be alpha and alpha, I believe, but the ultimate answer tonight is peppermint ice cream to everything. That was always Clark's answer to the trivia questions. So peppermint ice cream it is. And I got you down for peppermint ice cream too there, Dustin. Had a real great POTA event over the weekend. Not going to belittle that anymore. Josh can talk about that some more if he'd like to, but it was a really good time, and we should do that more often. 16 sleeps to field day. Butts in seats. That's the theme this year, butts in seats. Butts in seats, so 16 sleeps to field day, everybody. Rest in peace, Clark. NEPZD, you will be missed. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Well, thanks so much, and we'll talk to you there down the log. We got you down for Alpha, and sounds like a wonderful POTA event. Let's go talk to Nick at night now. KQKO, how are you doing this evening, and what are your answers?
KDDPC, KQKO. Thank you, Dustin. And yeah, sad to hear about Clark. Sad everybody said it. So that's my comment there. My answers to the trivia are going to be Alpha and Charlie. And yeah, aside from that, I'm not sure what else I really have to add at the moment. Yeah, not much else going on. Just kind of working, and my son's last day of school was today, so that was my day today. And yeah, that's really about it. But with that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. KEQKO.
All right there, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. We'll say 73T, and hopefully you guys can enjoy some summertime now that the kiddo is out of school there. We got you out for Alpha and Charlie, and let's go talk to Eric now. KE8VZA, take it away.
KD8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. Definitely 73 to Clark. I was driving back home tonight, and Discord message came through from Josh, W8HRF, and I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, I guess his health had been shaky for a better part of a year, and he had a couple scares, but he was at the NORS meeting in April at the club meeting, and as is his way, he opposed all of the motions that made that meeting. They all still passed, but yeah, no, he had a good sense of humor, definitely, and just a font of knowledge. I mean, about radio and about all kinds of other things, mostly of a very practical nature, and a lot of it learned through experience in real life. So definitely a very special person, and I know I'll miss him, and I know we'll all miss him. But trivia, I'm going to let it drop for a minute and come right back. KE8VZA returning. Trivia, I'm going to go with Charlie for the primary and Alpha for the alternate. This is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Well, thanks so much for stopping by there. We got your answers down, and it's great to hear you. And yeah, we are all going to miss Clark there.
All right, I'm going to go over to Miss Lucy just real quick and get her main trivia answer. Miss Lucy, just give us your main trivia, and we'll be back to you for your comments shortly.
K88 ABC in the group. My main trivia answer will be Texas. Josh, what number is that? Letter. Bravo. Excellent. Bravo will be my answer. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thank you so much there, Miss Lucy. Now we're going to go talk to Mr. Lucy, WA8HRF. Give us your comments, let it drop, and then give us the trivia answer.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. Let's see. Trivia. I'm going to, for Lucy's, I'm going to also go with peppermint ice cream as well. Let's see. POTA event was great. Like Nick said, lots of participation. I think we had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stations. Working everything from single sideband FT8 to CW, and Mark there with his satellite rig. Club contacts, we ended up contacting 4 different groups. We got Norris twice, Warren Club once, Cuyahoga Falls once, and Rich AF1K once, who also scheduled some activations that day. My favorite by far, though, was contacting Eric on 15 meters. That made my day. I made 3 contacts, and Eric was one of them, and I did not expect it because I was getting no responses on 15 meters, so that was great. And on 40 meters, our 40-meter station contacted the batfish out in Oklahoma that Ray, K5CFY, had told us would be active that day. So that was really, really cool. So with that, and we had 155 total contacts, 76 on data and 74 on phone. So that was pretty cool. 5 on CW. What else? Watched Betty a little bit today. My antenna fell out of the tree. I literally got out of the car from work, looked up at the antenna, was looking at it, and it just dropped. The rope broke. So I'm going to launch a new rope over the top there. So, let's see. Let me let it drop, and then I'm going to read main trivia. W8HRF returning. My friend's parents had a peacock that randomly joined their chickens in the backyard. That was funny. His name was Kevin. I think they later found out it was a girl. Anyways, today's main trivia was, according to the ARRL, as of this Tuesday, what state has the highest number of active FCC licenses held by individuals, aka ham radio licenses? Is it Alpha, California, Bravo, Texas, Charlie, Florida, Delta, Ohio, or Echo, the great state of Oklahoma? Today, today the answer was Alpha, California. California is at the top with 95,000 licenses, a little over 95,000 licenses. Of that, 57,000 are tech licenses, 19,000 are general, and 15,000 are extra. Texas came in second with 53,000 licenses, a little bit over. Florida is third with 42,000. Ohio is fifth with 27,000, and Oklahoma is 28th with 9,852 licenses. Side note, Maine is number 42 on the list, which explains why I don't see or have any Maine POTA contacts. So, anyways, that was tonight's trivia. I'll turn it back to you, Dustin. Have a good night, everybody, and rest in peace to Clark. W8HRF, back to KD8EPC.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you so much there for doing main trivia, Josh. We certainly do appreciate it. We'll say 73 to you for now and have a great evening. And you know what they say, at least just Nick does, always let go of the rope. Hi. 73 and have a great evening. Let's go over to Miss Lucy now. K8YUK, give us your comments, break, and then give us the alternate trivia.
K88EPC and the net, this is KE8YUK. Boy, am I tired. Came out of nowhere. Well, not nowhere. I'm just tired. It was interesting. I had helped my soon-to-be sister-in-law find her wedding dress and her reception dress, but between finding clearance dresses, which are a lot cheaper by a lot, it's insane. But they are sizes too big, plus her being intensely committed to a diet. She's been really committed to this healthy practices, and I'm really, really proud of her. However, it did require some intense tailoring to this dress, and my mom was well trained in seamstressry by my grandma, and so she's helping out, and I was there to help. And then my brother-in-law called to let me know that my period had died, and that was surprising. I really expected him to be around for my grandkids, because Great Jake Conyers last a long time, allegedly. So that was surprising, but that's how life goes, and that's one reason it's hard to hear about Clark, just the recognition of mortality. But again, that's how life goes, and I'm grateful for the memories that we get from him. I'm going to pause real quick for a reset. KE8YUK returning. Don't know what that was. So yeah, in happier news, we found out that Tim Allen is coming to Akron. Very, very, very excited. And I may or may not try to send him a letter informing him of how one of Betty's first words, so to speak, was doing the Tim the Toolman grunt laugh that Josh taught her. I feel like that's worth a meet and greet in and of itself. So we'll see what happens. We're going to switch on over to alt trivia, so here we go. Why does the TV network NBC have a peacock as their mascot? A, it promoted the station's color programming. B, it encouraged viewers to buy color TV sets. C, it was the favorite animal of NBC CEO at the time. Or D, it's a reference to Shakespeare's play, Hamlet. The answer, stop distracting me with the peacock jokes. They're so good. Anyway, the answer is A and B. The NBC Peacock aired its feathers on May 22nd, 1956, making its first on-air appearance. NBC's owner, RCA, manufactured color television sets and thus wanted to drum up more business. Also, it didn't hurt to get the viewership up as well. I can't speak to the favorite animal. Hamlet does call his Uncle Claudius a peacock during one of his insulting tirades during the play, Hamlet. So now you know. This is KE8YUK, back to KD8EPC.
Thanks so much, Lucy. And this is why I can't watch the blue screen while I'm running the net, because those shenanigans there get me in trouble over here. So there you go. We'll say 73T, and thanks again for the great alternate trivia there. And this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and this is the last call for check-ins. Please call now.
80 KW.
All right, let's close it out with Brad with a recheck. Take it away.
Well, two things. Number one, I missed the answer for the primary question. And number two, apparently I can't get the blue screen tonight. I tried to get on RagQ and tried NetLogger itself, and neither one would. I could click the name for the Beacon Net on RagQ, but it would just load a blank page. So I was going to hop on there and see if anybody from Ohio wanted to try me somewhere on 20 meters, but apparently blue screen wasn't working. So there's that. But again, missed the answer for the primary question.
All right there, Brad. Well, the answer to the primary question was California there. And yeah, I'll tell you what, if you stand by, I'm just about to close out the net, and then you could you holler out here and see if any of these Ohio guys might want to give you a holler on 20 meters. I don't have an antenna for it here, or I gladly would. So with that, I'm going to break for time real quick here. All right, and on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, the whole BeaconNet crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday, also here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to go visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Board and Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. Starts at noon Central Time. They switch net controls at the top of the hour and they welcome rechecks. All right. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KD80PC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
VK3HJQ, VK3HJQ with a light check-in.
Only for you, John. I'll take one for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon from down under, just out touring around. I'm just going in to grab some lunch from somewhere. Getting hungry. Anyway, thanks for the net for what I heard of it, VK3HJQ.
All right there, John. Well, grab some lunch and have an extra couple of bites for me there. So we'll say 73 to you. It's past our bedtime, and we're at the end of our rope. So 73, have a great afternoon, and we'll catch you there down the log. This is KD80PC. I'm clear. 73, everybody.
KD7LSU, Tommy in Cheyenne, Wyoming, sitting on the side.
Sorry about that. Kilo Alpha Zero, Kilo Delta Whiskey. Any of you Ohio folks want to try to find me somewhere on 20? Just name somewhere in the general frequencies, and we'll give it a shot.
W2JLS, I'll humor that. If you want to give me a frequency, and I'll switch my antenna over to meet you on 20. Let me know.
Copy. I'm trying to find a clear frequency. The frequency I was setting on just suddenly got traffic on it. .285 seems clear.
Copy. 14, Mark 285. Give me just a couple of moments. I need to go and antenna switch in the other room, and then I'll meet you over there, or I'll try. If I don't hear you after a couple of minutes, I'll be back here on the whiskey.
I stay connected here till 23 Central, which would be midnight East Coast. KA0KDW.
W8WKY.
W8HRF AB at MO. You still there, Josh?
Last station, try that again. I didn't copy.
Yeah, I was just making a call to Josh there. but just had a quick question for him. But I guess he's gone. Brad, I got to take a phone call here in a minute here, but I'll say hi real quick, but I can't stick around. KA0KDWAB, and I'm out.
Yeah, copy that. I'm just waiting around for another station to try me on 20 meters.
Roger in the 20 meters. Okay, well, 20 might be a little short for to make it down. I think, I don't know if you're in Oklahoma or Texas, 40 meters would probably be a better choice. I'm sure you can make contact on 40.
Hard to say. I've had, in the last few hours, I've had Arizona, Texas, Florida, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Alaska.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know what you're going to do with or how the bands are going to work. So, you know, you might be able to 20 locally. I mean, I do have all states worked on digital 20 meters. So, you know, it's possible there. So, anyway, Brad, I'm going to get on out of here, and hopefully you can make your contact. There's plenty of digitals, FT8 on 20. Right, actually, I was on 30 meters now, but I was on 20 a little earlier, and it's hop, skipping, and jumping. So, I'll catch you later there, Brad. You have yourself a good evening. K0KDWAB, and I'm out.
Hopefully you're able to copy me. My node started acting up. But, yeah, I've had a good time. 20 has been about the only band that's worked for me today. I did, just before the net here, I was on 40 and got on the OMIS net. But other than that, it's been 20 meters all evening long. That's been about all that's worked for me. 73, Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Delta Whiskey.
CQ, K7LSU, Tommy, Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Delta Whiskey. Listening.
Mic check.
Mic check clear, K0KDW.
Roger, 10-4.
Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Delta Whiskey. I already forgot the call sign. Is the 2 station back over here?
Roger, this is W2JLS. I went over to 14 Mark 285. I thought I could hear, maybe it was you, reaching out off of the noise floor, but it was definitely not enough to work with. So I'm not sure if it's, where are you located? Over?
I'm in southwestern Missouri. Again, southwestern Missouri. And yeah, I heard, I think there was another station that tried to come back to me, but it was a 7 station, and that's all I could hear from them.
Yeah, understood. I can, typically I could hit Missouri on 20, but yeah, maybe it's just propagation this time of night and other circumstances apply. Yeah, was not, we just weren't connecting, but yeah, fun to try. I don't know if you've got access to 80. We could try going on 80 meters if you've got that.
I think I tried to talk over my node. I only have 40 through 10 on the antenna I'm borrowing.
Roger. Well, maybe we try again another night. Yeah, it's always fun messing around on the HF, and sometimes it's easier than others. Yeah, in the evenings I seem to, I have a better success rate on 80. So this time of day, that's kind of the go-to. But if you've got, I don't know, that may be like if you're looking to add capabilities to your station, that might be a place to consider for evening operations. 80 is nice.
W8WKY.
Yeah, ideally that's what I want, is something I can do 80 through 10. So, and yeah, I noticed I was scanning through during the net, and I think it was about 10:30 Eastern. It started getting a lot quieter. There was still one Bulgaria station that was pulling in people left and right, but I guess I didn't have enough power to get through that because I was never heard.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, what are you running? What's your station look like? What does your radio, your antenna, and your power?
I'm running on a Kenwood TS2000, running the full 100, and I don't know what the antenna is. I don't know what the model or anything is. I'm borrowing it from one of my club members.
Very good. Yeah. Well, my name's John. I live in just west of Akron in the town of Farallon. I used to frequent the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee, this repeater. Still my home station. I'm not on the air as often as I'd like and it used to be. But yeah, maybe we'll catch up again here in the future, and we can go try to play radio another time. Yeah, it's getting to be that time of night for me. I'll probably be clearing off here pretty soon, but nice to meet you at any rate down there in Missouri, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I'll probably be sitting here at the desk scanning around tomorrow. Most of my 20-meter stuff tonight was just going through the POTA website and or scrolling through the band to see what I could find. Most of my stuff was from the POTA website, so I figured if I'm going to scroll around and look for stuff, I might as well use the POTA website to my advantage. And that's what I did. Outside of that, I caught one or two extra parks just at random chance, and got, I think it's a Victor Echo something, some station out of Canada doing the D-Day stuff.
That sounds cool. POTA's fun. I like that. It's I haven't been out there as one of the stations broadcasting POTA, but I'm frequently a hunter over the course of my stint in ham radio. It's a lot of fun catching people in those circumstances, and yeah, that's cool. We have some folks here, and I think Nick was talking tonight about doing that recently with some of the group. I didn't realize that happened, but we have some others. Javen, if you know Javen from the Barometer Net on Saturday mornings, used to be every other weekend, but I think he's pulled back a bit for school reasons. Does some POTA work, and some others here on the whiskey. But yeah, it's good fun. Really cool. Anyway, I'll stick around for one more over. Good to meet you, and maybe we'll try to get on HF another night. W2JLS, back to you, sir.
It sounds good there, and yeah, my first jump into POTA was out doing a couple activations with one of my members, and in fact, he's the one I'm borrowing the antenna from, and he said he's going to build me another wire antenna that will do 80 through 10. I just got to double check. It's my parents' property, and string it across the yard. It'll have enough clearance for the vehicles and the campers and whatnot to pass under. And we'll probably put some ribbons on it just so it's visible. But it'll have plenty of clearance, and it'll be a good enough distance under the power line, so it won't be close to the... It'll run under the power lines, but it won't be close enough for there to be any problems. At least not with the power company. Whether or not it causes me a problem, who knows? It wasn't earlier, and we had the antenna running directly under the power system, so did not create any noise whatsoever. So hopefully they'll be okay with me running a wire a good ways across the yard, since it should have plenty of clearance for all the things that need to pass under. So that's the point. And who knows, I may eventually get something to actually put up instead of just a wire, but so far for what I've been borrowing, it seemed to work pretty well. I haven't done anything outside of 20 or 40. I did try 10 meters, but it was a no-go. I didn't hear anything on 10 meters, not even on 10-meter FM calling, so a dead horse tonight. So maybe tomorrow it'll be better, who knows. I'm going to hop out of here as well and call it a day myself. I don't want to stay up too late. I got a headache all day long, and I think it's due to the pressure. So I'm going to take some more Tylenol again and go to bed. 73, thanks for helping me out. And by the way, the name on this end is Brad, Bravo Romeo Alpha Delta. 73, and thanks for trying. KA0KDW.
KA0AEW. W. Pleasure, sir. Have a good night. Yeah, look into 80 meters and fed ZEP or off-center fed. Inverted V. You can definitely fit those into a relatively small piece of space, and they're pretty unsophisticated in terms of antennas. From my experience, they've been able to touch all over the planet. So look into those if you're looking to move up to 80. You can set up really reasonable broadcasts with 10 through 80 like that has been my experience. And if I'm honest, I haven't tried as hard as I should like that. Anyway, 73. Have a great night. Nice meeting you, Brad.
Yeah, I missed most of what you said. I think something was taking you out. But a correction on the call there. It's Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Delta Whiskey. Kilo America 0, Kilo Delta Airline Whiskey. K0KDW 73.
73.
LSU, Tommy in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's about a side for conversation.
KI5 LRA. Did I hear a station in Wyoming? You're kind of quiet there. Over.
Yes, sir. This is K7LSU, Tommy in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Okay, Tommy. Yeah, I could hear you a little better that time. This is KI5 LRA, JP, Juliet Papa. I'm mobile down in Mississippi right now.
W8WKY. W8.
This is Tommy up here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. How you doing? How's it going in Mississippi?
Well, it's going pretty good. I've got about 30 minutes left in my drive, and I think there's about, I think this connection might drop in about 15, 20 minutes. I'm not sure, but it's muggy down here. It's like, it's too wet to turn the air conditioner on, but it's like, I don't know. It gets hot and it gets muggy in the car. Turn the AC on and you get cold. So, kind of struggling back and forth trying to get the right temperature. But other than that, it's going good.
Oh, I get you, my friend. I get you. Yeah, it's dry and windy up here, so you clean about 2 yards of dirt out of your ears every night when you go take a shower. And the allergies and stuff like that are just about to kick up in Wyoming, so gotta love this area.
Yeah, roger that. I do love Wyoming. I'm in Wyoming quite often. I drive for Indiana Transport, so I drive across I-80 all the time whenever I'm headed out west, and yeah, I know what you mean. I pull, well, back before I blew the motor on my truck, I was pulling fifth wheels across 80 there in Wyoming, and it can be a little bit scary, and you would not believe, I mean, every time I get an oil change and check my air filter, it would just be clogged, completely stuffed full of, like, all kinds of debris, and I know that's all from Wyoming.
So you're pulling out of Elkhart, Indiana, and you're pulling camper trailers. So yeah, you're a hot shot. I get it. You guys have a rough gig. I know that for a fact. I worked with Highway Patrol out here and assisted most of you guys and stuff like that. You guys are a bunch of great people. One of the few that actually do the right thing. So I commend you, and definitely you guys are the safest drivers on the road.
Oh, well, thanks for the flowers. Yeah, my truck's sitting up in Ogallala, Nebraska. I blew the motor on it up there. And so right now I'm actually driving the Class A motorhomes, and I'm pulling my Mini Cooper behind me. And, you know, those are a lot less scary to drive across Wyoming. They're heavy enough. The ones I drive are usually about, pushing 50,000, 60,000 pounds. So, you know, they handle a little better going across the windy plains up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I actually worked the Interstate 80, especially by the port of entry and stuff like that. So, excuse me. Yeah, I know, and you guys got a hard job. I mean, it's not like a semi truck or anything else like that, and these winds are unforgiving. Like I said, I commend and respect you guys.
Well, back at you there. I know that the Highway Patrol guys and the first responders in Wyoming, and they've got quite the chore there, dealing with the elk and everything else people run over in the highway and get blown over. And yeah, I definitely commend, my hats off to the Highway Patrol and the first responders up there. Because we'd sure be in trouble. You know, a lot of people would be in a lot of trouble if there wasn't somebody to respond, you know?
Absolutely. But, you know, the funny thing about it is that there's cooperation, you know? And that's the thing, is that, you know, you get drivers like yourself that, you know, you do the right thing and you listen to what law enforcement says. You know, it's not safe to travel over this area or something like that. I've had plenty of times where I've had to say that, you know, truck drivers, you know, heavy, not even heavy haul, but just LTL drivers, you know, you can't do this, you know. You are not a novice to this. You're a veteran to knowing that, hey, you know, you can't go over that. You know what I mean? And you don't want to lose your load, especially with being a hot shot and stuff like that. So, are you running for like the stuff at Campers World out here, or you moving stuff straight across?
Normally, whenever I'm going through Wyoming, I'm delivering to California or to Utah sometimes Oregon. You know, whenever I was pulling trailers, I went through there a lot, and I was all over the West Coast dropping them off. Currently, I'm more down in the South. You know, the motorhomes I'm picking up down in Mississippi mostly, and taking those all over, you name it, but mostly like more in the KI5 LR8 for ID.
K7 LSU for ID. K7 LSU, I think I lost you there, buddy.
I got you. K7 LSU, KI5 LRA returning here. I was thinking about that, what you were saying, and, you know, they really ought to, you know how they have on ski slopes, they'll make, you know, this is a black slope, and, you know, there's a warning before you... There's not a lot of warning. Whenever I first got into it, I didn't know. So, time I went across, I was pulling a bumper pull. That pull off the highway. Like, I think I was stuck there overnight, waiting on the wind to die down. Over.
I missed most of what you were saying. I heard something about pulling into a mountain area or something like that. You broke up profusely. Can you repeat that, please, for me?
Sorry, my internet might be kind of bad. I was just saying that, you know, like they have ski slopes. This is a black slope or a green slope or whatever, you know. They ought to have some kind of warning before you enter Montana that says, hey, this is not novice driving. But yeah, and then I had to, like I was just saying, the first time I pulled across there, I had a bumper pull, only weighed about 7,000 pounds. And I had to pull off the highway and camp out till the wind died down.
W8WKY.